So Skippy, we watched the other day. Interesting fella. Not so good with the ladies, and by not so good, I mean he basically harasses women, is very uncomfortable, has no social awareness, kind of awkwardly nice guys himself into dates. Very awkward. So the other day we watched him, let's say, steal a kiss, which is a nice way of putting it, from a woman named, I believe, Deanna. This is the date they went on prior to that. So let's find out how they got to that Klondike bar moment, shall we?
Step one when getting ready for a date, clean out the car. I deliver pizzas in it, so I've got to make sure that it's clean and free of pizza smell. Okay, so I'm Skippy. If you're watching this, I would think you know that. This is my date. Her name is Deanna.
Hello.
Deanna, I'm going to hand you the
Am I
camera,
going this way?
and we're going.
Does it matter which way?
No, just so that it shows. And if you want it to be mostly you, I'm totally good with that. Just so that you record, I will start to drive, and we can
Cleared out the evidence from the last date.
always edit
He has a kill room for that. He's not an amateur.
through this so that it seems natural and normal.
All right.
Let's first
Just
start.
tell me when to stop.
That's a little bit of self-awareness that he knows he needs to edit the videos to make him seem natural and normal. H-Baird says, forget Skippy, let's watch GIF date. Peanut butter humor. I get it.
Go. What's that?
Just tell me when to stop.
Okay. For starters, let's go with how did we meet?
This is a good story.
Yes.
It's juicy.
Juicy? Okay.
I don't really remember.
I don't
actually.
really
I don't.
remember
I
exactly
have no
either.
idea.
Like, when I told my mom that I was going on a date, she goes, oh, how'd you meet her? And I said, through singles stuff? Really?
Let's make up a story.
Let's,
I think we were at Utah Lake.
that's what it was.
It's funny, too, because when you watch Skippy on dates, usually the women are honestly trying really hard. You know, they're engaging socially and trying to have a good time. And Skippy is just so awkward, he ruins it. He entirely ruins it by being a creep, by being pushy, by being constantly self-deprecating, and not even in like a funny way, just like, oh god, I hate myself, I'm terrible, blah 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 blah. You know, things no one wants to hear on a date when they're trying to have a good time.
Swimming.
Is this how I made Baja fall for me? No, I'm charming, so I was just a normal human being and that worked out.
Yeah, because I'm known to go.
Do I think being a Mormon is part of why he's like this? It wouldn't surprise me. Tube Man says, if I go on a date and the first thing my date says is, can you help me record a vlog? I'm leaving immediately. Yeah, good call. Baja says, LMAO, yeah, charming. Do you see the ring? Do you see the ring? Charming.
Go places and take off my shirt.
Well,
around
I was
girls.
swimming.
Yeah, you were
and
swimming.
You were
I was there.
on the shore.
Yeah, I was probably with some
And
friends.
I went out a little too far,
Yeah,
so I couldn't stand.
true.
Because it's Utah Lake. And
She's the perfect person
There
to
was a
take on
shark
a date.
attack.
Like, yes. Yeah, in Utah
Shark attack?
Lake.
well, I saw a fin.
Yeah.
And I got
Yeah.
scared, and I
And
didn't
it
know
was
what to
Greg
do.
Norman. Do you get that joke? Do you even get that joke? Greg Norman is the golfer who is called the Shark. Anyways.
Oh, God. Skippy, you can't start cracking out the bad references that no one gets until the third date. Everyone knows that.
Doing
Typical
what he
saving stuff.
does.
Typical saving stuff.
Didn't
yeah.
even think about it. Can you
Yeah.
ask the sun to move?
Yeah.
It's shining on your face here.
Oh, it's okay. I think of the two of us, you're the one that people would want to see. Let's go with
We're just
a
gonna make a
couple
turn here. Take care of the
fast
sun.
facts about you. You are
Fast
from
facts.
Utah.
No.
Where are you from again?
Well.
California.
Yeah.
You're from
Please give out private information to my audience that I am asking you without making sure it's okay first.
California. That's right. That's right.
Pretty much from Utah. I've lived here for a while.
We all know Baja's with you because of the sweet hats. That's true. It is a hat-related marriage of convenience. That is a joke. We love each other very much.
How long have you lived here? What brought you to Utah?
My family moved here.
When did they move here?
I was 13.
Did you go to Orem High?
Yes, I did.
Go Tigers.
Tigers.
There's a good. What do you care if I ask you what year you graduated? Or a lady never tells her age. Never mind. You have how many siblings?
3 brothers.
3 brothers. I have 1 older brother. Fast fact number 3: you drive.
I wonder if his older brother is more normal. I tried to think of a better word. I wonder if his brother is more... I wonder if his brother is better socially adjusted. That's a better way of putting it.
Right, but what kind of car? And what's its name?
Mazda CX-3. Don't stalk me.
And do you have a name for
She doxed her car.
your car?
Rachel G says, apropos of nothing, WikiHow, how to escape from the trunk of a car. Isn't it that you, like, gotta punch a hole, like, in the rear view, or in the rear, I've seen things where they have you, like, punch a hole in the rear, tail light. That's what it is. Redundant. Rear tail light. That might be outdated information, though.
So I put it out and asked the public to help me.
The public, Facebook,
My
Twitter?
friends. Yeah. Maybe Instagram.
Okay.
Give me a follow.
Do you get a sense that it's a boy or a girl? I think most Mazdas are boys.
Yeah, none of the ideas were good.
Yeah.
So, nameless. Shout out a name. The color is titanium flash,
See, what was the
and it's a Mazda 6, or what is it?
What?
CX-3.
what was the street you grew up on?
Renown Drive.
Why is he asking? It's like he's like a telephone scammer trying to get her security questions.
Okay, and then like
Stop stalking me. Wait, are you getting credit card information?
No, it was,
are you trying to break into my credit card? These are those questions they ask
what
you.
Is it like your
These are things I always ask on a date, obviously. What kind of car do you drive? What street did you grow up on? This is all information that needs to be known immediately.
porn star name?
I just made that up.
What is your porn star name?
didn't live on
The
that
street that you grew up on, and
Don't do the porn... What is this, middle school? You're gonna do the porn star name thing?
what is it like? Yeah, you're
Favorite
right.
color? I don't know.
Yeah.
You're gonna ask me my mom's maiden name next?
Should we? You know what? We should put down the phone and look up the. Do you know who Childish Gambino is?
Why does
He's-
that sound familiar?
He's a musician. He's an actor named Donald Glover, but he goes by.
Good job, captions. That's not Donald Glover's name.
The rap. His rap name is Childish Gambino. The way he got his rap name was he went to the Wu-Tang Clan name generator. I think if you Google Wu-Tang generator,
Google
you
it.
put in, and that's what I'm saying. Like we put down the phone. We look up on. Or you've got your phone. Do you have your phone?
We're doing it right now. Pause.
Yeah. Let's pause this and look up our Wu-Tang name.
Okay, what do I go to?
Well, now I want to do this. Wu-Tang name generator. I'll put Hannah Reloaded because I don't want to dox myself. Hannah Reloaded. Where did it go? Oh, might be because of pop-up blocker. Hold on. Why didn't it work? There we go. Authority Tall. All right. Baja Blast. Leopard Quiet. Do Peter Hannah. All right, last one. Peter Hannah. His name does not have an H at the end, for the record. Peter's name is Lord Mad. All right, yeah, that tracks.
Okay,
Am I
so
really pausing?
Can we just start calling Peter Lord Mad and never explaining it to anyone who wasn't here for this stream? Hydrate.
Sure.
We had a little bit of trouble getting back to the phone. Our answer is, or my answer is ancient weaponry.
Ancient weaponry, and before that, before putting in your last name, it was an ancient dragon.
Just my first name, Ancient Dragon. But with my first and last is
Childish
Ancient
Gambino is such
Weaponry.
a cool name, but
Guess I'm not cool.
yeah. Oh man, should we go back and have you put in Donald Glover and see if it puts in if it kicks out Childish Gambino?
We'll do
That's
that.
like the least interesting
Yeah.
thing you could do with that, Skippy. He even has like little jumping. Like clearly he thought in his head, which is not something I do because I'm a normal human being. But like I think he thought to himself, what are conversation starters I could use on this date? So he decided to go like, yes, I know about Childish Gambino and that name generator, so we'll use that to generate conversation. The most boring thing you could do in that scenario is to retype in Donald Glover's name to see if it's still Childish Gambino.
I'm doing it right now. Pausing. We're back.
So we put in Donald Glover, and it came up with 67 or what was the one for
60-second
weaponry, right?
I don't know, something.
And then
Not Childish Gambino.
yeah, not Childish Gambino. We put in mine.
Her enthusiasm for the date is waning already, and they're still on the car ride to the place.
Name, and it came up with what?
60-second Jesus.
Like as in 61 before. Number
60
six,
second. Like seconds. Like,
or 60-second long.
yeah.
Was it 62 ND or
No, 60
the number 60
second.
and then seconds like a unit of time?
Jesus. Maybe it's Jesus. No, fast fact number 4. I'm
Yeah.
really terrible at
Counting?
like that game where you put there's a bunch of jelly beans in a jar.
Oh, okay.
You have to
Guessing,
guess how
yeah.
many.
Do you know
No.
anyone that's really good? I mean, aside from a person that guesses it right one time, is there
I either
someone
guess like 27 or like
Oh, okay.
97 million.
I see what
I'm
you're saying.
not
I
close
see.
at all.
You're always off.
Always.
You're always like,
Al-
let's
I feel like and again, I'm not like the most charming person in the world, but like he doesn't know how to have a conversation like a normal person. He's so stiff, and it's like he's nervous, and I get being nervous on a first date to an extent. Not helpful, but I get it. People have automatic reactions, but he has no like, there's no back and forth. There's no like, there's no chemistry, you know what I mean, to their banter. Sky Comet Fallen says, this is that terrible date everyone that is doing online dating has experienced.
say what it is we're gonna go do right now.
We're going to a show,
We are going to a comedy show.
comedy show. We're
Yeah.
gonna laugh.
It's improv.
Let's just practice.
It's
Maybe it's the camera making him nervous? Well, he should stop filming all his dates then.
I
Let's
thought
improv and laugh.
one of the people that will be performing tonight, and
Eddie Murphy.
I sent
Oh.
Eddie Murphy is going to. Joel Murray.
Oprah Winfrey.
You would know him from Mad Men. My personal favorite thing that he's been in was his first movie credit, One Crazy Summer, with John Cusack and Bobcat Goldthwait. Do you remember that movie? It's an
No.
80s movie.
I don't even remember that movie, and I own like 600 something movies. What movie is that, Skippy? You can't start bringing up generic obscure movie trivia about Eddie Murphy is not going to start an interesting conversation.
No.
Oh, do yourself a favor.
Describe the way he looks.
He looks like he could be my brother if only with darker hair.
So he has black hair.
Yeah, yeah. And I say only
Is
that
this
he could be my
Skippy and is
brother
he a
that,
Mormon? Yes and yes.
He's not like a skinny mini. Of the people that will be on stage, you've got a really tall guy named
Zarek, what would you like me to do for hats off? Not the professor hat.
Ryan Stiles, who's probably the best comedy improviser in the world. You're going to have Greg Proops, who is a...
Jadora. Okay. That makes sense for this video, I guess. Vortigaunt, thanks for 7 months, says 2 more months till the baby comes.
Genius. Just literally, he's a genius. I think he's a member of Mensa. I mean, that kind of stuff.
Ew,
got,
Mensa.
Jeff B. Davis, who is the young, good-looking one of the group.
That
If
screwed
you
up
ever
my
saw
bangs
Whose Line
real
Is It
bad.
Anyways, it's those guys. Joel wasn't on the show back then, right? He performs a lot with them now. In fact, he tours with them as the group. Joel's an incredible improviser.
Is he talking about the crew from Whose Line Is It Anyway? I like Whose Line Is It Anyway, but again, no one wants to hear your monologue about the troop makeup of the Whose Line Is It Anyway cast. This is so weird.
He does comedy and drama, but so we became friends. Hey, you're gonna be in town.
Read the room. Read the room.
Worst you could say is no. Can I get on the guest list? And so he threw us on the guest list. And so I had to, you can always go one of two ways. Either take a friend or try and get a date. I got both. And he said, yeah, after the show, wait near the front of the stage and I'll come out afterwards. And so I've got some fun gifts for them, but they are all
It's so
getting...
interesting, the enthusiasm level she began the date with and where she is now. She tried. She genuinely was trying to give him a chance.
Skippy
And he
brake
bombed
whistle, a no sex for you bracelet, Skippy stickers.
I don't even have
Standard.
these things.
You do.
So this
You
is-
don't?
Yeah, he has stickers of himself that he gives to people. He's trying to make fetch happen so badly. He wants to be a meme. It's sad.
This is a good gift.
I didn't give you.
This is a good
for
gift.
sure. By the way, you've got a gift coming at the end of the night, and you kind of know
Don't
what
tease.
part of it
I
is.
love gifts.
And you kind of know what part of it is already if you were to think about conversations we've had over the last 6 months. But yeah.
I'm never gonna make that face again. Did you see that?
Was that your first time
I was
ever
like-
making that face?
First time looking at me making it, I was just like, oh, huh.
Okay.
I can't do it again. But I shouldn't.
I think the one of the parts of the gift is the Klondike bar we already saw the clip of the other day.
Let's see. What do you want to be when you grow up?
What do you want to... She's a... Skippy! She's an adult! What?
Happy.
Happy?
Oh,
All of a sudden I sound like
everybody.
a...
Oh. What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Baby blue.
Baby blue.
Oh my gosh, we have so much in common. Okay, ready? In
What
three,
are the
on the
chances?
count of 3, say your favorite food. 1, 2, 3. Pizza.
Pizza.
What?
Yeah.
Favorite.
How do you get a date in the first place? I could see how... One of two things. Maybe either or, depending on who he's talking to. Sometimes, if he's not being a complete freak, maybe when he's off camera, he isn't so like this. He comes off as right now, he doesn't necessarily come off as threatening. He's coming off as awkward, but he doesn't come off as threatening. And at first glance, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Some people are just awkward, and sometimes that can be endearing depending on the amount and the extent, right? But also, we've seen him, as the date goes further on, that he kind of browbeats people into doing things and agreeing with him on things, and I'm wondering if there's any element of that going on in the date. I honestly don't know. Hydrate. Will do. Skippy needs to read this fast. Hydrate. You're tearing me apart, Lisa! Sky Comet Fallen says, I'm watching her blinking to see if she's saying help me in Morse code. And Bittergrin says, also, unmarried Mormon women are under a ton of pressure to get married ASAP. I don't think he exclusively dates Mormons.
Ice cream flavor.
Oh.
One, two, three.
Oreo cake.
Vanilla bean. I forgot, like, for a second. I was like, wait, what do I say? Because I was counting. I had to count.
Yeah.
It threw me off. Are our heads chopped off? Is that weird?
No, I think that's good. That works. Oh, nice. Hands free. So some people think that I film all of my own dates, including my most infamous date. Some people know me from Virgin Diaries, right?
Mm-hmm.
She surely must have gone and watched his other dates prior to this, right? You'd think.
Cool, but the best video of me on the internet, in my opinion, is a video called Skippy in Love, which is the cringiest. It's the cringiest. Yeah.
Hey, Beyonce! Quit stealing Skippy's stuff!
Yeah. It's got like 300,000.
I want Beyonce calling you up and being like, Skippy, you're trash talking me.
You know what though? I feel that.
But if she did, wouldn't that be awesome?
The Queen Bee can. She can have like my life rights if she wants. I mean, I would love to collaborate with Beyonce on anything in my life. Yeah. Does that get enough of you?
Yeah, we're good.
I feel like it.
Okay, we're good.
It gets on me. Yeah, lean in. The Skippy rape whistle. Because I carry Skippy rape whistles in my car.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. One of the things he often gives the dates... He has self-branded rape whistles, and he'll give them to his dates. Which I'm sure, in his mind, he thinks he's being considerate. Like, hey, I'm so not going to assault you that here's a whistle you could use in case you think I'm going to. But it's like, Skippy, this is... Like, if someone walked up to you on a date and was like, okay, ready to go on a date, and he handed you, like, a can of mace, and you're like, what's this for? And he's like, it's to make you feel safer. Wouldn't you be like, I wasn't as concerned as I am now that you handed me a can of mace, as if I might need it? Astro Fox says, what the fuck? That's the correct response.
So yeah, sometimes when people see my videos, they think that I've recorded all of them. Professional cameras usually do it, but we're making it look like
it's pretty professional.
Professional looking. Yeah.
No, I'm true to the clock, true to the time. Father time.
Yeah.
Come on.
Do I think this conversation would be less uncomfortable if they weren't both on camera? I can't say. I've never seen Skippy not on camera, because that's the only way I can see him. So I don't know if he gets better off camera or worse. Rachology says, here is this R-word whistle, but just so you know, if you do consent, I'm already wearing a condom, so rest assured on that point also. Oh, God. Good Lord.
Another thing that is completely useless today's watches. I guess I don't understand why people that carry cell phones and wear watches. To me, that... have you ever used your iWatch?
It's jewelry. Some people like to have them, so it's easier if they're in a situation where they don't want to pull their phone out, they can just have it.
When replying?
Some people just like watches.
Because if so, I've never once known.
All the time. It sometimes says like weird stuff too. Like last night I was trying to send a text to my friend.
What's the worst thing that you've had? It might be this. I should shut up and let you tell the story.
No, it's not this. But she wanted a T-shirt from the Justin Timberlake concert. What?
Oh yeah,
bag.
yeah. You went. You not only went to, you worked at the.
I got paid to go to the concert.
And how was that?
It was Justin.
And what did you do?
It was Justin Timberlake.
What did you do at the concert?
I handed out posters.
You handed out posters to people walking in?
Everybody loved me.
What's the wildest thing you would do for a Klondike bar? What would you do for a Klondike bar?
That's such a bad conversation starter.
Maybe a list of 3 or 4 things that you would do for a Klondike
What kind
bar.
of thing? I don't, climb into a fountain.
A fountain?
Oh, okay.
Yeah? Is that not wild? I don't know.
Yeah, no,
how wild is it supposed to get?
No, that's the thing. It's up to you
What does
because
a
like
Klondike bar taste like? I don't
we're
think I've
buying
ever had
her a
one.
Klondike
Never had a
bar
Klondike
tonight.
bar. So it depends on how good it tastes.
That's true.
If it's
That's
terrible,
true.
I'd be like,
No, that's true. That's true.
nothing.
That is a great, yeah,
Keep your Klondike bar. But if
Yeah.
it's delicious, then
yeah. What wouldn't you do for a
Who
Klondike
knows?
bar? Yeah. Lip. Let's say I buy you a Klondike bar and it's like super tasty. Would you kiss a guy for a Klondike bar?
This was his plan. This is absolutely something he's like, this is my line. This is how I'm gonna seal the deal. I'm gonna set up the Klondike bar thing, and she's gonna be me buying her a Klondike bar will be her signal to kiss me. He must have thought that was genius in his head. Rachology says people in surrounding cars getting a deep feeling of discomfort they can't understand. Bardlock says, I don't like this prequel. We're George Lucasing it. You're welcome.
I don't know. I haven't had one, so I can't answer. To be continued.
We're getting this woman a Klondike bar. I hope they still make Klondike bars.
He thinks he's nailing it right now.
Ah!
Oh! Oh, that's the noise of a woman who knows she is in for such an awkward date. It's already been bad, but this is the moment where she's like, let me go home, please. I shouldn't have said yes.
Okay.
That was the worst laugh ever. That was the commercial.
That was
thank you, Klondike bar.
Yep,
Please
yep.
send him 20,000 boxes.
I
He's your new
would
spokesperson.
love to have my dates sponsored by Klondike bars.
Subscribe.
Reach out to me on Twitter at I am Skippy. Are you on Twitter?
There you go.
No.
No.
What's
Does that make me not cool?
No, it's
I have Instagrams. Do I
You do have
follow you on
Instagrams?
Instagram? Are you on Instagram?
I am on
Are we
Instagram.
not Instagram friends?
At all of my stuff is at I am Skippy. My YouTube channel, my Twitter, my Instagrams.
Skippy. You're getting. I am following him right now. This
Are
is
you?
a live
Do
follow.
I follow
This
you
is-
already?
This is a live follow.
Does
Boom.
it say
Following.
follows? Does it say follows you already?
No,
Ah, that's changing today.
my heart's broken.
That's changing today.
It's mine.
Receives notices. What are you? What's
Follow that.
what is
Deanna, that's my name.
Deanna?
Rachology says, I'm done, I'm out. I'm just gonna curl up in this inviting looking floor until it's done. Respectable choice.
Deanna, DEANNALW47.
47.
Yeah.
Why 47?
I think I got it from BYU. It was my BYU email. It was DLW47.
You weren't
why.
born. You weren't born in 1947.
Apparently she is a Mormon. She went to Brigham Young University.
I look good for my age, huh?
You look great.
It's pearl cream. But Skippy doesn't follow me, so.
He will when we get to a point.
We're Facebook friends at least,
We
right?
are Facebook friends. Yeah.
I quoted the I Hope You Dance song. I think that's my go-to inspirational song.
Is I Hope You Dance?
When I need like, let's pump up.
Yeah. What's it?
Yeah, you can handle
Your
like.
pump up song is Sarah McLachlan? Alright.
Like you got it.
Ah, I can't play that. No! No! Music! Okay, I'm skipping to part 2. What the fuck, Skippy? So that's part 1. Let's find part 2. Deanna. Where is part 2? Is this one it?
Through.
No, that's a
When
different
you're on.
woman, right? Where is the Deanna date? There we go. Previously on my date? We don't... It's part... I already... Whatever.
I'm Skippy. If you're watching this, I would think you know that. This is my date. Her name is Deanna.
Hello.
Let's say what it is we're gonna go do right now.
We're going to a show.
We are going to a comedy show.
Comedy show. We're
Yeah.
gonna laugh.
It's improv.
Let's just practice.
It's improv
And laugh.
So
He records all his dates. Oh yeah, they're all bad.
Joel Murray was one of the people. Joel, you would know him from Mad Men.
Can we look at his Twitter? I don't know how interesting it would be.
My personal favorite thing that he's been in was his first movie credit, One Crazy Summer. And I said, hey.
Okay, I don't need the last time on. We just watched it. I'm gonna skip ahead to when we're actually at the thing.
Okay, we'll see you there. What's up?
Joel, how are you, my friend?
Scott.
It better not make me remove the section because it's vaguely playing funky music in the background.
I'm doing so well. So this is my friend
so
Deanna.
respectable. Nice meeting you. We'll see you
Joel,
later.
we'll see you there.
Hi, Deanna.
Hi.
So, so one of my favorite things about when I go up to Sundance is I like to give gifts to celebrities, right?
Yeah.
And with you guys coming, I brought you
find
guys.
any.
Well, I brought you guys some truly unique gifts. So each one of these
Did he also bring them R-word whistles?
has its own little Skippy pack in it. So there's one for all 5 of you guys, right?
All right.
And so in it, it comes with Skippy is my friend. I love Skippy. Some
Oh yeah, he does this anytime he comes across any celebrities. He tries to give them this gift bag to ingratiate himself into, like, celebrities as friends. Because he wants to, like, become famous and get a reality show. It's super sad.
gum for each one of you guys. A thanks to Skippy, I didn't get rape whistle.
Oh, that's nice.
A no.
Oh, he
sex
did.
for
He
you
gave them an R-word whistle. That's a very normal thing to give strangers.
bracelet, and then some Skippy stickers. So these are for you guys, and then again, I made it small enough so that you could, and take as.
What are you stacking them?
And then,
Is that how that works?
yeah, absolutely. In fact, I should have brought an additional sack for you, but I thought that was some fun.
Gift sack full.
His date's holding the camera.
Oh, you.
Yeah, like some Skippy gifts for everyone, and just thank you so much for this.
Let's go for the
As soon
pockets.
as you,
Wow.
actually,
Need a
you
fanny
want,
pack.
should I give you the bag thing?
It's all right. No, it's your bag.
I literally got the bag from up at Sunday. Oh, and here's some BYU
That's going straight in the trash. Oh yeah, don't eat things crazy people give you.
folders, but I was like, oh, there's only
Sorry.
4 of them.
That's
I wasn't
funny.
sure. Yeah.
I'll take one of them.
Yes, absolutely. Take all 3 of those.
My daughter's
There you go.
looking at college.
There you go. Absolutely.
I'll get a picture.
Absolutely.
I don't,
And then we'll screen. It's still going the video, right? We'll screenshot. And then you jump in, and I'll point at you. Okay, and then
He's cleaned up.
H-Baird says he should cut to the chase and give Skippy brand pepper spray.
Since the last
He's
time I saw
good
him.
This guy looks familiar, but I can't put my finger on who he is.
at this.
all right, and then we'll just screenshot the photo.
Is he one of the improv guys? He looks so
From
familiar.
there. Joel, thank
You probably just aged and I don't.
you
Awesome.
so much. It was
Well,
so
thank you
much
for
fun.
coming.
Thank you.
If you're
That
out
was-
and about, we're gonna go for a drink at the,
Yeah, we're at-
Monaco.
At
at
the
Kimpton
the
Monaco. It's like 200 and.
Second south of Maine.
second south of
Yeah, was he on Mad Men? He looks like the guy from Mad Men, but a little older.
Maine.
we will be
good.
there.
We're gonna be over by her place.
Right across the street.
Oh well, good.
We will be there.
We're back in the car.
So
Show's over.
yeah, we couldn't film inside during the show,
No shit. Why would you anyway? Enjoy the show. Why would you film it?
but if you've ever seen Whose Line Is It Anyways, you get the idea. We're now heading to the after party, aka going to the place where they're all going to grab some drinks, and we're going to get to meet the rest of the guys. I assume that I'll have edited in. Oh.
And the funny thing is, a lot of people like Whose Line Is It Anyway? Like, I watched that a lot when I was younger. So if you actually knew what Whose Line Is It Anyway was, and you were a normal human being, like, weren't on a date with Skippy, is what I mean, and it was with a normal person, this is actually kind of a cool date. Oh, we're gonna go see a Whose Line Is It Anyway show, and maybe see some of the people that I'd recognize from the show? That's cool. But Skippy just makes it so weird, and she doesn't know whose line is it anyway. So why would she want to go to that?
I'm just gonna hold it.
Okay.
Here we go.
I assume that I'll have edited in us meeting Joel. What did you think of the show? Had you been to comedy like that before, or just like local stuff like comedy sports?
I've been to comedy sports.
Yeah.
Seen that show on TV.
Yeah. It was fun though. It's I definitely, if the Whose Line Is It Anyways people are coming to your town, definitely recommend going to.
Go to the show.
Yeah. A nice for all ages kind of group. Yeah.
There were some little children
There was.
in the show.
And they were actually funnier than the adults. It's
not a, well, that's not that's not a stunning endorsement of the show, is it? That's a little weird. If I remember, Whose Line when it was on TV had some at least PG-13 jokes, so that's kind of interesting.
so weird talking about
Brian Doley Murray is Patchy the Pirate and Bill Murray's brother. Oh, okay.
show afterwards. It's like trying to explain to your friends any improv comedy show. It's like every time it ends with the words "you had to be there," I guess. But it was fun and memorable.
Skippy is 40,
and now
I think,
we're
around
going to go get some drinks with the guys, and by get some drinks I mean have bar food because I haven't eaten. Are you hungry at all?
I could eat some food.
Yeah, we could get some food, and then at the end of the night, I have a gift for Deanna. A thank you for the date. I've told you about this gift partially kind of thing. We'll see
if you're a normal person having fun on a date, even if it's like not with someone you necessarily like are gonna go out with again. Hopefully, you're a normal enough person that the date was just still a nice time. You don't need to give people gifts after a date as a thank you. That's weird.
she remembers, but I definitely added a couple things since I had told her about possibly getting her this gift.
He now follows me on Instagram.
Yeah.
I follow him.
Yeah.
On Instagram friends.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
grammars.
Did I ever tell you guys about, like, a terrible date I went on in, like, high school? I don't think I told you guys about it. I'll tell you guys about it. At least parts of it. So... So... This was when I was in high school. Oh, the dude? Okay, so I did tell you guys about this. So, most of you probably haven't heard it. So, your company was gift enough, Baha. No, but, so back in high school, this was obviously long before I came out as trans, right? I was, at least to myself, knew I was, bi, though. And I had never gone out on a date with a guy before. So I was like, okay, this is something I kind of want to, you know, do. So I was on this kind of like teen LGBT friendly dating site, which honestly, thinking back, super sketchy that was a thing, just because teen dating in general, that's gotta be a huge target for predators, right? But anyway, I did not get predated upon using that site. I actually did talk to this guy. He seemed nice. And we started talking, you know, online chatting and stuff, and that was fine, flirting. We ended up setting a date to go see a movie. I believe it was the first Sherlock Holmes with Robert Downey Jr. whenever that came out. He was the same age as me. He wasn't a creep or anything, at least not in that way. So we go on this date, and he's awkward. Like, not even Skippy awkward, because at least Skippy is, like, trying to have a conversation. This guy could not... He couldn't talk. He didn't... And that's fine to an extent. Like, I get it. I talk a lot anyway. So, like, I understand, you know. So not everyone's great at talking. But he was very awkward. His hygiene was not the best. He kind of had an odor. Not like gag odor, but you know, when like a teenage guy clearly is either wearing old clothes or hasn't showered in a couple days or a day or whatever. He had an odor. And then this was the weirdest part. This is what really got me. So he definitely was not older than me. His mom picked us up for the date and drove us. So I know how old he was. Which is fine, because we were in high school. You know, that happens. But then we get to the movie theater, and this is the weirdest thing. So, I don't know. We sit down in the movie theater, and it wasn't, like, the most crowded theater ever. So we sit down, and he leaves a buffer seat? Like, it's him, an empty seat, and then me. And I didn't do this. I sat down first. Now I'm thinking to myself, this is a thing like weird straight dudes do, right? When they're like, I'm not gonna sit just right next to my male friend. That's gay. Like, sir, we are, at least to our knowledge at the time, because I was not out yet as a trans woman, as far as the perception was concerned, this was a gay date. We had texted each other about, like, gay things that we perceived to be gay at the time, again, because I was not out. You know what I mean? It was just very weird. It was such a weird no homo moment that I was like, this is weird. I was willing to, like, deal with everything else on the date. But this was weird. It was super weird to me. And then we went back and hung out at his house for a while, and it was super awkward, and I never talked to him again. That was awful. Yes, I'm still gay, but, you know, in the opposite way. Hi, Trey. That said, I hope that guy is living a wonderful life. I have nothing against the guy. It was just a very awkward teen thing. Anyway.
Yeah. And everyone watching this now follows both of us.
Hashtag Graham Pals. Insta
Yeah.
friends.
Insta friends.
Insta follow.
Insta friends, yeah. Insta friends, yeah.
All that.
Now, do you, like, it's rare that if someone says, follow me and I'll follow you back, like, I don't do that.
Maybe he was afraid of appearing gay in public for safety concerns. I would understand that if, like dudes sit next to each other in theaters all the time. Like, that's not gay. That's just normal. The only other person in my entire life that I've seen do that is my father, and my father is all sorts of messed up.
Very often, because, like, part of me goes, oh.
We just did it.
Because, no. This is different. This is definitely different. You know, there's, I think I speak for most guys that when an attractive girl says, follow me, I'll follow you back, you go, yeah, absolutely, kind of thing. Until you see her posting photos of, like, a different guy that she's dating, and then you're like, I don't have to see her and another guy all the time. Yeah.
It's just me and my dog.
Yeah.
Traveling.
What's your dog's name?
Daisy.
Daisy.
Sky Comet Fallen says, when are teen dates not awkward? The first guy I went on a date with didn't tell me he was bringing his mom and little sister who insisted on listening to Kids Bop in the car. I went on another date with a dude a little while after that where we hung out at his house, and he picked the movie, and he picked Rent, which was a bummer.
Daisy.
She's the little one.
He was a nice guy, though.
Jack Russell.
That's right, she's
One-eyed
one-eyed,
Jack.
yeah.
Terrier.
She's a one-eyed Jack. That is
The
awesome.
most adorable dog you'll ever see.
Discordant Vol says, I bet he was an armrest hog and wanted both. Maybe.
And my cat's name is Sundance.
Cute.
Yeah.
Probably won't be best friends.
Yeah. They're like cats and dogs. Will we plan a play date for them? I'm guessing not unless it comes up naturally. You never know. But
It's a little bumpy on this road, sorry.
I think they'll forgive us.
I'm not. I don't know.
When was the last, how long since your last relationship? How long ago?
I don't know.
Over a year ago? How long is the longest relationship? You had like a 2 to 5 year relationship, didn't you? Something like that?
Maybe she doesn't want to talk about this shit on camera, Skippy. Have you considered that? Maybe she doesn't want to talk about this with you at all at this juncture, which is also fine.
Yeah.
Like, a first date is not a time I would want to talk about any of this. Like, a first date is supposed to be, like, getting to know each other, checking and seeing, like, what's the chemistry like? Do you have a good back and forth? Do you have a similar sense of humor? Do you enjoy the same, like, activities? Do you, like, it's not about what are your exes, which isn't necessarily any of your business anyway. In my experience, it comes up because I'm open about that things, and the partners I've been with also have, and that's, you know, good to know about people, but, like, why would that come up on your first date? You don't need to know.
Change the subject.
Let's do. My guess is if I'm watching this, right, and I'm someone wondering about you, right, I would be like, oh, she's cute. Like, is she fresh out of a relationship? Is she, I mean, like, what would you be wondering about two people if you saw them on a date? Like, you're watching the show Blind Date, right? Like, what question, because certain questions shape the personalities of the people that you're watching. I think I've had technically 3 girlfriends my entire life, kind of thing. And I've made out with, I want to say, I think it's 49 is
Why would you bring this up? What?
the
You
number.
made it.
No one needs to know how many people you've made out with. This almost feels like he's trying to humble brag, like, I've made out with 49 women.
That was 40
Okay. Didn't need to know that.
girls?
Yeah,
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
only 3 relationships, kind of thing, you know. And
So
I
you're
didn't
just
have
like
my
a little cuddle slut.
well, I didn't have my first makeout until I was 18, and then my second makeout was when I was like 22 or 23. Like, it was over a year after I'd been home off my mission. I had a gap, and so then I would like ask girls on dates, and if they would kiss, I was like, oh yeah, I like doing this. I want to get better. But that's the thing that I've always thought about. Like, oh wow, people in relationships kiss the same person over and over again, right? It's like one person 2,000 times as opposed to, you know,
2,000 people.
yeah, or 49 people, you know, once. How many of those, you know, 49 were repeat makeouts, kind of thing, you know, numbers.
It's a lot of math again.
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
no, I wasn't like that. I wasn't I think in college, people thought I was easy.
Oh, really?
Yep, guys thought I was easy because I'm
Yikes.
friendly. I'm a hugger.
Yeah.
I
No, you're super
talk
chill.
to strangers.
You're a hugger, so you think that makes you easy? I mean, I guess you went to BYU. Their standards for what is, quote, slutty is pretty loose.
super chill.
And so they're like, that girl's easy. So they'd
Are unmarried couples still not allowed to, like, hold hands at BYU?
come over to make out
Was that an old
with my
rule?
roommate, and they'd bring a friend, and the roommates would
Yikes.
leave, and I like
Hugging someone outside of a relationship is actually third base in Mormon baseball.
sitting on the couch, and there's some guy, and he's like, so, and I'd be like,
And then
all
you
right,
just
well,
and then
good
you just
night,
expect
I'm
the
going to
makeout.
bed.
Yeah.
And he'd go home, and the next day, dude that came over and made out with my roommate was mad because his friends didn't get action. And I was like, sorry,
Oh.
wrong girl.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so I think
Oh,
the
there
place
we
we're
go.
going is
Where are we
over
going?
there. The place we're going, it was Main Street. We've still got one more parking entrance this way. Okay. We're gonna hit pause and go park and find our way there.
Park the car.
Yes.
Ah.
Park. So a couple months ago, I said to Deanna, So Deanna and I both go up to the Sundance Film Festival together, and right after the Sundance Film Festival, I said to her, I have a thank you gift for you, and I hinted I could give it to you on a date if we went on one, and she's like, oh.
Cleanse, play it please. Okay. Alright then. Satisfying cheese compilation. I do. Oh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I could just sit and watch this. Oh. Ooh. Oh, right on the potatoes, yeah. Can we just do cheese reaction ASMR? Ooh. Mmm. Yeah. That does look good.
I'm busy and our schedules didn't meet, right? But I still wanted to give her the gift, and so her last name is Watson.
Don't masturbate to that, please.
And so,
Unless you're Baja. Baja, you can masturbate to it.
I thought it would be funny to call her Wonder Watson in a text. And so I've got a Wonder Woman. Oh. Yeah, so I told her about this. But I brought a couple other fun things with it. I got a Justice League
True!
and there's no way that this isn't awkward. I just couldn't find the tops to this, but some Batman, some superhero pajamas.
Yeah, he did have to ask someone else to film this, didn't he? That's weird.
Nice.
So yeah. So
You didn't go for the bustier, huh?
yeah, I couldn't find a Wonder Woman bra, but yeah.
Goodness.
Those are nice.
But I actually do have a top to that somewhere. Couldn't find it. But yeah, that's her thank you for going on a date with me gift. Yeah. So.
Oh yeah, he's one of the guys from Who's Line. He's also on Harmon Quest, the Dan Harmon D&D show. Okay, another picture with that guy, who's apparently Bill Murray's brother, according to some of you guys. Yeah, that guy's from. Yeah, I like Harmon Quest.
Okay, so
I have my gift.
we are back at Deanna's house right now. Date is over. On the way home, I told her about how there's polygamous in Utah County. So
Who knew?
I legitimately spent 20 minutes, maybe 30, talking about that. Sorry.
What a great first date conversation.
So people watching this later, and I can just, in my mind's eye, 6 months from now, being like, oh, who cares? But just so
Well, let's do that
in case
Facebook.
you're wondering when today is Friday the 13th of April 2018.
Wrong movie reference, lady. That's Psycho. That's not even close. Jesus.
And,
The wrong sound effect?
no,
Yeah, it is. You want...
Is that
in Whose Line Is It Anyways, we were doing a thing, they did a thing about sound effects, and it's been a fun night. That's, I thought our date started off on a really fun note of we were improving, began that way. This
it's
is my,
the truth.
and so
shark.
it makes sense that at the end of the date, things like that.
We're engaged! Oh, we're not.
No. So sometimes people ask me, like, hey, Skippy, are you still virgin? And my goal is to wait and have sex until after I'm married, right? And so my reply back is two things.
You thought it was... It is. It's supposed to be. It's supposed to be Jason saying, kill her, mommy, basically, but in a sound effect, yes.
One, the title
Are
of
you?
the
Are
title
you?
of the video. Oh yeah,
Are you tonight?
big secret. We didn't have sex. Oh, did I ever? You were there. We didn't have sex earlier.
No sex.
You were conscious for the whole
No
day,
sex
right?
given.
Oh! You know what joke you don't make on a first date? You know what joke you don't make ever? Ha ha ha! Let me imply that I assaulted you while you are sleeping. That's not a joke you make. That's not a joke you ever make, Skippy. Holy hell. That's not even a read the room moment. That's a read the planet moment. What are you doing?
Like, I shouldn't normally have to ask this, but can you let people know I didn't roofie you once. Not even once tonight, right? How on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you think the date went?
That's a weird thing to ask. Nick says, okay, I'm changing my peanut butter to Jif. Meek says, that answers my question why he hasn't achieved sex. Maybe loosen your religious morals, dude, and you'll be happier.
Good.
On a scale of 1 to 10, it went good. Would there, minus my talking a ton, because I kind of
Minus my whole personality.
went off on telling stories. Minus that, do you think another date?
See what I'm talking about, where he uses the camera and him streaming things live to, like, pressure the women he's on dates with in order to behave certain ways? It's so gross.
Is a possibility on the sure why not, or
Well, you told me you were going to show me where something was on the
yeah,
camera, but we
I
can't
said
tell.
to her,
It's a secret. It's a secret.
I said to her,
See, see, Skippy, notice how, she would not do a rating system, which is weird to ask anyway. But now when you ask a direct question of, can we get a second date, she's giving it a completely non-committal answer that sort of is a tangent off of that. She's non-committal because she doesn't want to go on a second date with you, Skippy. This has been painful, and I saw an abridged version.
or, hey, can I show you this one thing? Yeah, maybe for a part 2. You're up for a part 2 of this?
Let the comments decide.
Okay, should we let the people
Let the
that are
comments
watching this?
decide.
Never let the comments decide. They're not there for your own good. They're there to hurt you.
Yeah.
And
Viewers.
Except all of you fine people. You're wonderful.
okay, but there's no way that people like me enough for them to.
Let's see.
All the
Let's see.
What does that say to you, Skippy?
comments are
What do
gonna
you
say,
think? What do you
"Don't
think?
do it." All the comments are gonna tell you not to do it. So,
think?
I guess we gotta, don't you love democracy? As Sheev Palpatine once said. I love democracy.
I saw that spooky lighting.
I think we should, if for
Let
nothing
the comments
else.
decide.
Okay, we'll let the comments decide. Well, my answer to you is yes. I would love to go on a date with you, if you're asking, and if you're not, I definitely will be asking for a second.
Her face! Skippy, she didn't ask! She didn't ask!
date, but we'll see.
Did you just... She looks stunned too! Did you just force a second date upon her, Skippy? What the fuck?
Depends,
Comments, something like that.
Tell him.
You tell me.
Tell him.
Just in the
a
comments.
comment.
In the
She's trying so hard! Chat, please save me, is what she's saying.
comments.
comment.
In the comments.
Comment.
That's so vague and unspecific, but I love it. That's good.
Done
That's
and
good.
done.
You are awesome.
5s.
5s, yeah. Who wants a hug or a kiss? It's all about the 5, right? Yeah.
I'm a high fiver.
Ooh!
I actually already got a hug a little bit earlier.
And we never had Klondike bars.
We didn't. Son of a gun.
Blew that one.
There are so many reasons to have a second date.
We'll never
Maybe,
know.
maybe. Who knows?
This
Note
hurts.
to self as I'm sitting here with her. Shut up! Like, there's a million other things. There's so many questions I could have asked you. Instead, I told a story.
And that's the end.
That's the end.
Thank you.
Until next time, I hope.
What else do you do?
No, and that's a good way to end. I adore you.
Adios.
Oh, God. No, Skippy, why? That hurt.